Hey, thank you for your interest in the Believer's Battle Strategy. My name is Christy Michaud, and I'm the author of the Believer's Battle Strategy and Study Guide. So if you're watching this, you're considering implementing strategy, and since there are already battle orders located in your books, you're wondering why a study guide is even needed. Good question. Now, I wrote the Believer's Battle Strategy knowing that its main purpose was to call believers to action. That's action of community, action of self-reflection, and the action of intentionally forming life-giving habits, all that revolve around God's Word, which is our weapon in battle. Now, this book, it was formed out of a class created at my home church that challenged believers to these three actions. And the stories of life change through strategy living for both men and women, they are many. Now, after having groups run through boot camp in 10-week, 6-week, and 8-week class formats, I've tried to answer the difficult question: how long is the correct amount of time to take on to learn your strategy? Now, what I found is that extra time to process the material and clearer direction to detail, it is most beneficial. Let me explain. Now, in past classes, participants were asked to read between 1 and 3 chapters at a time, tackle each chapter's battle orders, and then come to class ready to discuss all that they've discovered in a limited amount of time. It's a little overwhelming, to say the least. Often this approach, it led to cramming, and we can all remember from college how cramming did not contribute to our long-term learning. Now, not only was cramming to finish homework a problem, key concepts from the reading that were not located in your battle orders, they were left unresolved or non-reflected upon because of time constraints. Another disadvantage was if you were to miss a class, especially with the 6 or 8 week class format, the participant often became overwhelmed and discouraged. Stress would set in, and some would want to stop strategy altogether because they were so far behind. This study guide, it has addressed all of these concerns. Now, if you miss a discussion time with your group, you are not left behind. You have a guide to keep you on track while you are away. Now, when you meet to discuss, there is a guide to aid your discussion, which means anyone can start a group and strategize together. You don't have to wait for or find a class to do strategy. This also means that you can do strategies with those who live near you but have different schedules, and those who live all over the country that you don't get to see in person. The study guide has divided the book into 12 sessions. Each session focuses on 1, sometimes 2, chapters, but reasonably divides the material into 5 days and breaks down the reading into bite-sized chunks. Now, you are able to reflect on key concepts as they come up in the reading before going to the next. The chapter battle orders in the book that have always been there, they are now woven through the study guide, so additional time to work through them is not necessary. In the past, we've also tried an online class option but faced another hard obstacle. Strategy living is about community, vulnerability, and sharing with one another what we are learning. It's more difficult to create this type of atmosphere when not meeting face-to-face, over the phone, or even with people you don't know. This past summer, I discovered Voxer, a communication app that not only allows you to message and share pictures within a group, but more importantly, you get to carry on real-time conversations, walkie-talkie style, but at a time that works best for each person involved. I've been doing a study, walking through one with 3 other ladies for the past 3 months now, and while it cannot take the place of face-to-face discussion time, it does run a close second and is surprisingly effective. I hope you can see how using the study guide with the Believer's Battle Strategy book, it can improve your strategy experience. You can now be equipped with your own guide in part 1, which covers chapters 1 through 9, half of the book. It's completely free. The guide will eventually be offered in published form once the whole thing is complete, but for now, take advantage of this free offer and download your part 1 study guide copy. In addition to this, there are 5-minute video YouTube clips available to help you begin each discussion time session if you decide to do it in a group. Find at least one other person, local or non-local, to strategize with you and get started. If you have any questions or would like access to the session video YouTube clips, please email me at contact@believersbattlestrategy.com. Thanks so much. I hope to hear from you soon.